Now that you've decided to sell your sailboat, let's take a look at some things that'll enhance the resaleability of your boat. You have one chance to make a first impression when presenting your boat. It's important to have everything on the boat operational. Now's the time to make the necessary repairs. Let's step back and take a good objective look at the boat. Now's the time to declutter the boat. Remove all of the jerry cans, recreational equipment, the dinghy on the bow, and anything else that makes the boat appear cluttered and busy. If you have items that are looking worn and tattered, it's best to take them off and put them in storage. You can prepare a list to present to the buyer of your stored items. Down below, you should also remove all of the unnecessary things you have crammed into the storage compartments. Clear the shelves of paperback books and knickknacks. Now is the time to shift from cruising mode or liveaboard mode to boat show mode to present your boat in the best possible way. It's essential that a thorough spring cleaning be done on the boat. A wet and dry shop vac with a flexible crevice tool is a very handy thing to have when detailing a boat. It's important also to remove any surface rust and repaint any areas that might look rough, ratty, and raspy. Consider revarnishing large areas like teak and holly sole. Reupholstering the interior cushions can enhance the ambiance of your interior. Be sure that the boat doesn't have any unpleasant odors of diesel or any smells coming from the head or holding tanks. Make sure your bilge areas are clean and free of oil and debris. Detail the engine room and make sure there's no oil under the engine. Now's the time to tidy up any bird's nest looking wiring. This can easily be done with some tie wraps. If the boat is closed up and is in a tropical area, a dehumidifier is very good to have running on board. Now let's hear from a couple of surveyors that specialize in surveying sailboats.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jon Howe. I'm a local surveyor in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I've been surveying for over 21 years, full-time, both power and sail. I'm here to speak about what can make a boat sale easier for a seller from a surveyor's point of view. One thing that's probably been covered and you've been asked to do is declutter your boat. I can fully understand that, and I fully support that as a surveyor. There's nothing more frustrating than having lockers filled to the brim with old, precious equipment. Remove it from the boat if it doesn't have any purpose for the day of the survey. Another question that I'm often asked is, should I attend the survey as a seller? It depends on your personality. It depends on the boat. If it's a standard production boat and you're a relaxed type seller, that's fine. You may be useful during the survey. If not, I would suggest you go to the bar. If there are any questions, make yourself available so that the surveyor or broker can call you. Along that line, if there are any switches that you know about but aren't obvious to the casual observer, label them as to what they do. If you have equipment that doesn't work, remove it from the boat or the listing sheet. Finally, be honest with your surveyor and your broker. I'm sorry, the surveyor and your broker. If you are caught in a lie, not that you ever would lie, the surveyor, being only human, might have a tendency to look harder in areas that he might not have looked that hard before. So, good luck with the sale of your boat and the survey.
Hi, I'm Paul Anstey. I'm another Florida surveyor. I actually live in Central Florida, but commute down to Lauderdale and spend 3 or 4 days a week down here. So I'm happy to survey boats as far away as St. Pete or Naples, Stewart, Fort Pierce, all in my typical week's work. I've been surveying since 1977. Before that I was a boat builder, and I still have built a few boats since then. Every now and again I turn my hand to a little boat building project. It's very important for a seller who's selling his boat to clean the boat up and empty clutter from the lockers. That's really the primary requirement, I think, for that's going to please a surveyor when he comes aboard. If he can open the lockers up and see everything in, see the hull and see all the fiberglass joints in that locker, he's going to be a happy surveyor. If he's got to drag a bunch of old hose out and some old dirty fenders and things out of every locker, it makes a longer day, and you're not putting such a positive light on the boat. Also, we're just looking around this boat. There's books and things on the shelves. There's a lot of books on the shelves. Well, my first thought as a surveyor is, what are those books hiding? Are they hiding discolored woodwork behind the books? So that's the sort of thing that needs to be done. Also, I might add that it's probably not a bad idea to get a diver to clean the bottom of the boat before the survey, maybe a few days before the survey, so that at least when we get aboard and run the boat down the river, wherever we're going to go to the boatyard, the propeller's not vibrating away and because of the barnacle build-up. And it's quite typical that, in fact, a couple of times I've gone over the side myself to clean the propellers off the propeller of barnacles, because we were going to take all day to get to the boatyard. Otherwise, I can't really think of anything else. I hope I'll see you aboard for a survey before too long.
That was some great advice. Now that you've prepared your boat for sale, it's time to pick a price. This choice is best left to a seasoned professional yacht broker. Your broker can pull up active and sold comparables and pick an appropriate price. Your broker will be unswayed by emotional attachment and give you an honest opinion of what your boat's worth. Please call Jordan Yacht and Ship Company for helping with pricing and to start marketing your sailboat.